Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanios here. Welcome to episode number 6 of this NHL 24 Draft to Glory live series. This will be episode number 11 of the edited series on YouTube. So, welcome today, guys. We're going to be getting into the 2027-28 regular season simulation in this episode. Then we will get to the draft in the latter half of the live stream and the next episode of the edited series. But yeah, today we are now a post Landon DuPont draft where we managed to get the number 1 pick for the second time in Newfoundland's franchise history. We are going to be rocking with a whole bunch of extensions today as multiple players need it. This should be a good one. I left my sleep alarm on. Oops. There we go. Alright, so yes, we have lots of extensions to do today. We've got a lot of decent growth going on in the system. We're going to have players like Kari Teravainen in the NHL this upcoming year, which is going to be awesome. Same with Michael Misa. It's going to be fun for sure. Did we have Misa in the NHL this year? I don't think. Yeah, no, we did not. But he put up 105 points with the Saginaw Spirit. And then, yeah, if we go down into the system and look at the team, Järvenen's still sitting at that 78 rating. He hasn't grown in like 3 years. And Landon DuPont is 77 rated out of the draft. So this should be a little bit of a task to try and grow him. That's going to be really the trickiest part with this upcoming season, is just making sure DuPont is NHL ready by next year, which we have pretty much no control over. Apart from the fact that, of course, we have signed him, and that has helped with his morale a little bit. So, yeah, that is where we're at. I don't think we really need to do anything free agency-wise. We just need to do those contract extensions now that we're at free agency. And, yeah, let's just take a quick peek in here at free agency, see what's available. But, really, I don't see us making too much of an effort to go out and get new free agents or anything like that, because really, we have a pretty solid team here for what we need, what we're trying to accomplish. And, oh yeah, Joshua was drafted. I forgot about that. I am probably going to have to, I'm listening to myself right now. I'm very congested. I'm probably going to have to go and pop a Reactin just because my allergies are acting up. Gotta love seasonal allergies. Even when it's like a rainy day out, I sometimes still get them just kicking up. So, that's a great question, Dave. Welcome to the chat. You think we're going to beat Dallas? I don't know. I really don't know if we're going to beat Dallas or not. Dallas is such a deep team. I think they want to keep Henrique and Carrick, but at the same time, Henrique had a great season. They're not going to have enough money to extend him. Versus Carrick, I could absolutely see them holding on to him as a depth guy. Like, the fourth line was fabulous last night. They actually changed the momentum of that game with a couple really strong shifts. And of course, like, 4-minute penalty kill. Come on, like, that was it. That was the game right there. So, okay, guys. So we are just gonna start popping extensions out here because that is gonna be the main thing we gotta do today. Goodbye, Nigel. He's crazy. He just sprinted off. Yeah, no, I don't mind CC either. Like, he does make some questionable defensive decisions sometimes, but overall, you know, what are you really going to do at the end of the day? All right, so we're on to extensions. We have got a whole bunch of big name extensions we got to do. Aiden? Is his name Aiden Healy? Andy Healy. Why did I think it was Aiden? Anyways, we got Healy, we got Levshunov, we got Tuzolino, and anybody else that is like really worth pre-extending? I'm gonna say no, unless there's like a goalie, which I don't think there is. We could probably do Delmore. You know what? If he's gonna be a backup, we will absolutely take a 1 year or a $1 million deal for the next 8 years. So, all right, let's do that one with Ralph Delmore. Eventually he's going to be number 1, but yeah, we're going to go 8 years at $1 million. Super cheap contract for him. That's going to be great. All right, after him, we're going to do Healy. Healy for 8 years is going to be cheap as well. I like this. I really, really do like this. So, all right, 0.85 times 6.45. Yeah, we can't go 5.4 million. That's a little too cheap. I'm going to go 5.75 for Healy, which I think is fair. And I actually get the feeling Levshunov's going to be more expensive than him. But yeah, that's a good deal for sure. Yeah, Levshunov's definitely going to be more expensive because he's that elite offensive defenseman. 8.95 would be a $7.625 million contract. That's not bad at all. Alright, let me just swap these guys around. I always like to organize my spreadsheet by most expensive player, even if they aren't necessarily the best player being signed. It's whoever's most expensive usually. So we'll do that one. Hopefully he will sign that. That one I'm a little bit questionable about. Ooh, this could be a steal of a deal. You know what? We're just going to pay him straight up the $3.15 million for the next 8 years, because if Tuzolino plays in our top 6 consistently, that's already a steal of a deal. So yeah, we'll absolutely offer him exactly what he wants on that one. So yeah, that's 3 really big contracts. I guess 4 really big contracts. Yeah, that's very true, Peaceful, as far as it's better money than we're paying Levshunov in the Chicago series. Yeah, Levshunov got $13.7 million over there. To be fair, he did get like a 2-year extension or something beforehand, but we're going to get Wade Tuzolino, we're going to get Ralph Belmore, and I think Andy Healy will probably sign. We do get Levshunov for that price, and we get Andy Healy. Beautiful. All right. So we are locked and loaded. Massive amounts of savings in the long term there with those contract extensions. I am super happy with how that has gone. And all right, I think we just need to... Oh no, we've done all of these upgrades. So we do need a new parking lot at some point, but I'm sure that'll come up in the owner goals. So let's get to the next season. We're going to simulate straight ahead and not really worry about any trades or anything. But yeah, all those extensions were beautiful. Agreed, Peaceful. I'm loving those. I'm sure you guys are too, as yeah, that was just a fabulous start there for us with the extensions in this offseason. All right, so we've sold a whopping 45% of our tickets heading into the next season. That's great. And all right, available funds, that doesn't matter. All right, what are the owner goals for this year? Build a new parking lot. It's like I know what my owner wants. Owner happiness is definitely questionable, as we probably aren't going to reach any of the profit goals and stuff like that. But let's see how the lines are looking for this upcoming year. So, Michael Misa's 83 rated. That is very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And he fits our first line super well. So if we throw Belchetz or Healy up on the top line, we should get probably close to maximum chemistry. Okay, yeah, we got a +3 there. How about Teravainen at 84 overall? My goodness. This is looking very nice right now, I have to say. Yeah, I really, really like our top 6 now as to how it looks. Yeah, I got absolutely nothing wrong with how our top 6 is set up. I know we are probably playing guys a little bit above their grade and standard as to where they should be playing for maximum growth, but you know what? We will take it. And all right, we have no Landon DuPont in the system. That is fine. We are going to run Lankinen and Delmore this year as goalies. I think that's fair, unless we start winning like a whole bunch, then we will keep that as our tandem. Misa's number 77, Belchetz number 61. Yeah, okay. Did Belchetz get an extra X factor? I'm not sure. Put up 60 points. Nice. Well, I'm happy with an 83 rated 20-year-old Michael Misa after the extra 2 years in the O. I like how his development went over that time, so we're going to just keep it as is. I do think I am going to play Barabanov up a line. And then Marchessault will be our captain on the 4th, which is all good for me. I really don't mind that at all. And alright, that changes absolutely nothing if we swap things around like that. Teravainen loses all the chemistry, so yeah, we're going to keep that as is. As far as our power play goes this year, it looks good. Like, that simple as that, it looks good. So we're going to put, you know what, let's put Marchessault in as the other, let's go Barabanov, actually. And then we'll run power play 2, will essentially just be our second line, add 1 or 2 players kind of thing. So we'll have Tuzolino on here. Tuzolino, Healy. Yes, we'll keep Gord, but then we're also going to put Terravine. And Terravine's actually our best center now, which is crazy. And, alright, this is just not a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Hi, Stanley. But this is not a very good power play yet. The other unit might be a top power play in the league. Like, it does look very good. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, obviously. This power play has the potential to be one of the top power plays in the league. The only kind of knock I have against it is we don't really have snipers on our top 6. That's the one thing where I'm like, I wish we had more snipers in our team. Stanley, careful. Oh my goodness. He's like almost knocking over a stack of books because he's a clumsy fat cat. So, anyways, there's our 4-on-4 lines to start. Honestly, they look pretty solid. I got nothing wrong with it. It's just that I want like Belchetz and Tuzolino playing in here instead of like Gord necessarily. So definitely throw Belchetz in there. Actually, was he on the top pairing? No, he was not. So you know what? We're going to go over Gord. We're going to go with Tuzolino. Or sorry. Yeah, we'll go with Tuzolino. Stanley, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. This cat is just being a troublemaker this morning. Yeah. he woke me up at 3:30 this morning, so that would be why I'm kind of tired. Hey, what are you doing? Stan. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's like directly behind my head. Yeah, no, he just hides in the chair really well. Stan. Yeah, go jump in a box. Do it. He's thinking about it. There's a big cardboard box right down here, so. Alright, as far as the rest of our lines go, alright, I think we're good on that. Only difference is I am going to put some of our new guys in here, so we'll get Terravine and Ethan Belchetz in as extra attackers. And that should be good. Alright. Or as shootout players, I guess, so. Alright, there's our lines for this year. It should be okay. It'll be an improvement from last year, but that is the group we are rocking with. So, looks like there we go. Levshunov has gotten the alternate captaincy now that Tanev is out. Delmore, we're going to give number 1, obviously. Stanley. He's like all the way under my desk right now, so. He's literally just being a troublemaker this morning. So, okay, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's take a peek at the AHL. Obviously, not too many players are down in our AHL system right now. If we actually go down and look at the system's grades and settings and everything, like, yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. Yeah, we're going for first in the league, Gary. We got our team set up as well as we possibly can. No trickery with the goalies or anything this year. We are just ready to go. All right, and we got that 17 mil on Marchessault. That's great. We still have $10 million of cap space, so that's going to be interesting. Sean Walker's getting paid $8 million, so yeah, okay. And then, of course, Terravine and Belchetz will be the next 2. Stanley. He's managed to find a cat toy under my desk. You guys can probably hear it, but that is okay. He's just being a goofball. See, and he only plays with it if he's distracting me. Oh, maybe not. No, I can hear him still. I don't know if you guys can hear him batting the ball around there. It's one of those little, like, noise balls that just make a whole bunch of noise. Well, you see, Cam, if we say we're tanking, then Gary Bettman just immediately ruins our team's chances of winning the lottery. Oh, excuse me. But, yeah, no. We're competing for top team in the league. Oh, obviously. Isn't it apparent? Like, I'm not being sarcastic at all here. This team is going for the cup. So, yeah. All right. Let's take a peek at the draft class because we are going to start scouting here in just a moment. Ooh, and there's a left D-man at the top of the draft this year. Exactly, Peaceful. Yeah, you've got the system figured out. You know how it works. I think Cam's a new viewer there, or we haven't seen him comment on the streams at least. So welcome, Cam. Glad you're part of the stream here and actually joining the chat. That's always fabulous to have more people speaking. We got an Oleg Ovechkin this year. That's interesting. But yeah, we are supposedly in the top 4, and there's 3 defense and 2 forwards. So really, if anything, we were probably looking for like maybe a right-wing sniper or something. So maybe Raphael Roach is that guy. Jared Raffle looks good too. No idea on Kopecky yet. But yeah, Weston Holloway's a number 1 D-man. That'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, we're going to get to assign scouts here and see how our team looks. But we shall see. So yeah, we are going to go up to where the Coyotes are at here. Apparently Kevin Lankinen was injured at some point. And all right, here we go. So for our team ratings this year, in the NHL, I'm going to have to click off my face cam here just for a second. Hold on, guys. There we go. All right, so we've got 95 offense, 84 defense, and 78 goaltending. They get Jake Gensel there over in Arizona, so that's interesting. But yeah, that is the NHL team we are looking at this year. Hold on, 95, 84, 78, because I do actually track this and write it all down. 95, 84, 78. Beautiful. Okay. And then for the AHL, because of course we have an AHL team as well, with the Halifax Huskies, we immediately lose Zamula. We win our regular season home opener. Okay. Interesting. To be fair, it's Arizona, but still. For the Huskies this year, you guys probably can't see that again. Yep. All right. So for the Huskies this year, we are looking at 74 offense, 66 defense, 66 goaltending. Very solid group there down in Halifax. My goodness. Yeesh. What was the chat saying here? Cool unis, cool uniforms. Thank you very much, YouTube. Yeah, that's exactly what we were going for, with some nice looking jerseys. Obviously, with the Huskies, it's like as close to realistic as possible, just because that's what we were trying to go for. But yeah, somehow we win our first game of the season here. Barabanov has 2 points. And all right, now we get to sim up to the next scouting date. So that next scouting date will be the 12th of November, so it'll be against this Boston game. And here we go. Now we get rolling. We lose Aaron Stamkos to an injury. And we're getting Sean Walker trades, which is hilarious because he's got one of the worst contracts in the league right now. And all right, we get Zamula back, so we will put him back in. Yeah, gotta have the fresh unis. Absolutely agree. That's what we're going for. So, all right. I love our top 6. It looks great. Glad you could drop in, YouTube. Glad you could join the stream. thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. And yeah. All right, we'll throw Walker in there. Yeah, we'll do that because Zamula being a +3 chemistry with Levshunov is going to help Artyom Levshunov a lot. And all right, we are currently 2-3. Make it 2-3-1, and we are cruising right now. Okay, another loss. That's, yeah, okay, kind of expected. We got a Barabanov trade offer, and we are 2-8-1. We lose Jonathan Marchessault to an injury. And all right, we OT lose one, then win a game. We got some players to be dressed, and all right, we start off the season 3-9-2. Pretty typical start as far as what we were looking for. We are currently the worst team in the league, with the Islanders being a very close second. Holloway is a lefty, so that's going to be interesting. Michael Misa with 11 points in 14 games to start off, not bad. He's a lefty and probably an offensive D, based on the 16 points in 16 games on 24 minutes of ice time. So, yes, we will have to wait and see. The other two guys are right D, which we don't really want. My goat, Michael Misa, yes, sir. Interesting here with Ovechkin being a gem. We'll have to wait and see on that, how that kind of shapes up. But, yeah, nothing really crazy looking at. Obviously, we don't have any potentials yet. We're going to have to sit back and wait for that, but Zach Jeffrey might be good. We'll see. Who knows? But yeah, we get into round 2 of scouting now. We started off, 3-9-2 with a 1-7-2 record in the last 10. We have won 1 game and gotten 4 points. That is awesome. Michael Misa has actually performed extremely well on our top line so far. That's why we need the NCAA. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, it is a huge money problem for NHL to actually get the names of all those players and the rights and everything. So, all right, feel like it will be a good year for rookies. Interesting. All right, and we continue on with our abysmal streak. I think we've figured out the formula here at this point, I would say. It kind of looks like it. So, I am going to go in and just do kind of like a head coach preferred lines here at this point because we have had so many injuries and things like that. I'm not really too worried about most of these guys playing. Obviously, I want one of these goalies playing, preferably Makinen because he was actually solid. And all right, that's all we're really going to do there. In the NHL, how's our guys looking? 10-18, 12-18, 10-18, 10, 13, and 15. All right, so Vasilyev's kind of started rolling there. And all right, we get Carconi back. What happened to our cup talks? I think Gary Bettman heard them. I would say that's probably the case as to what has happened here. But yeah, we'll get Carconi back in there. Why do we keep throwing Barclay Goudreau on defense? Like, seriously, what is going on here? This is insane. All right, but as we continue on, oh my God, did we not win a game? Okay, we won 1 game that whole month? We won 1 game that whole month. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 out of 14 games. That's insane. That is utterly insane. This team is cruising on the losing streak here. This is crazy. 10-1 loss. Holy moly. Okay. This is a masterclass of losing. That's as simple as it is. There's no other way to put it. We are just simply finding ways to lose. Such a hard... Oh man, I love it. I love it. Love the chat. Just the sheer amount of what's the word I'm looking for? The sheer amount of sarcasm is fabulous. It's so good. I love it. But yeah, nobody's even remotely close to a point per game at this point, which, I mean, is expected. But yeah, as we continue on, I'm waiting for Levshunov to grow, and that is probably starting to become a bit of a problem. Oh, we won a game. We finally beat Vegas. There you go. But, oh, and we beat Pittsburgh too. All right, so we have 13 points. The next worst team in the league has 20. That works. Yeah, okay. 21 points for Misa. I'm sure, what's his name? Vasilyev's right there too. But yeah, we got nothing on the draft class just yet. We're going to have to sit and wait a little bit longer for that. Also, do we have any other gems in here? Oh yeah, we got quite a few. All right, well, I like the kind of spread and range on there. Sorry, what's going on? No. We're being completely honest. These are all real feelings. We're absolutely heartbroken. This team is dead last in the league. As the fans and the owners, it is genuine sadness. Yes, exactly, correct. Yeah, you guys have got it. We know what's going on here. All right, let's just check the progress reports here because I am interested to see how players are growing. Yet again, Vasilyev has just decided to not grow at all. But Belchetz is looking nice. Tuzolino's doing okay. Same with Misa. In the system, Timonen's looking good. Kirka's looking all right. That's about it. We don't really have a ton of like top tier prospects down in the system so much, but we're working with what we got. Georges hasn't grown. That's not great. Yeah, that's where the additional left D-man's going to come in. Oh man, DuPont, what's going on here, buddy? Like I guess he's actually having a down year. Let's see, what kind of pace are we on here? 27 divided by 21, 1.28 times 71. He's on the exact same points per game pace as last year. Like, nothing wrong there, but he's just not growing yet. So I am a little concerned about that as far as DuPont needs to get it kicked into some kind of gear here and start playing better. Because, yeah, that's not good enough. Okay. All right. Let's go back to assign scouts. I get the feeling after this year... Oh, I only went up to December 14th, didn't I? Yeah, I totally did. Okay. I get the feeling after this year we are going to have to actually make some coaching changes and swap things around. I just have that feeling, but yeah, let's continue on here. We have more simulation to do. Apparently Teravainen was injured. I never even got a notification for that, but okay. Also, how's Teravainen doing so far? 12 points in 26 games, so he's just under half a point per game, which is fine. Okay, come on, game. What are we doing? Why do you have to, like, lag out like that? I don't like that. All right, as we continue on here. Another L, and... an OT win. Okay, that's a little bit of a change up. We're not making trades. Oh my god. Yeah, Misa's off to a hot start. 26 points is very solid through 33 games. And yes, of course, he is playing with a franchise player on the other wing there, but let's see. Keep the dubs coming. Oh, they are. They are peaceful. You got to be careful what you wish for. But yeah, we'll continue on into December here. Cup bound, baby. And then we immediately lose 2 games after that. All right, so as we continue on, we are, the Senators are actually kind of gaining on us as far as they're only 5 points behind now. We win another one. They're only 4 points behind, or 4 points ahead of us. And, all right, I mean, I like where we sit, obviously. If we look at the scoring here, Vasilyev's got 33 and 42, which is one of his better paces throughout the season. Tuzolino's got 31 as well. That is nice. That's what we want. We're waiting to see. And he's starting to come through with it. All right. The plus-minuses are just absolutely horrendous. It's so funny. But Nico Hischier is currently the top player in the league on Nashville out of all teams. That's interesting. And yeah, like Michkov's up there in Philly. He looks just nasty with it. As far as rookies go, Ish Wozniak is looking really good in Chicago. Misa's up there too. Obviously, he's played a few less games than some other guys like Sokolov and Bjork. But you know what? I'll take it. I will take that for sure. All right. So now that we are there, Makar's still the top D-man. Morrissey's actually right there with him. And best goalie Spencer Knight so far. So that's the scoring there. And then, oh wait, what am I doing? We were just here. How are we losing with Michael Misa being our number one center? Misa needs to start playing D and number one center, sorry, yeah. Alright, so, ooh, okay, Pittsburgh, I see you. The Pittsburgh Tankwins over here. They're just trying to steal that bottom spot out from us. I get it. Pittsburgh thinks they're better than us. I guess so. All right, well, we'll just keep the scouting on and, hope for the best because we might not have the best odds here. So, all right. Yeah, we have now got the Pittsburgh Tankwins chasing us by just 2 points there, so we're going to have to see what happens here. But Vasilyev's leading the team. We are first time tuning into the stream. Welcome there, Carrot, or G Carrot, whatever. However you want me to say your name. I'm not entirely sure. Do you prefer just Carrot? Carrot's probably easiest for me to say, but yeah, we are currently here. I'll show you new viewers the team that we're rolling with right now. It's actually not bad. It's just that we have had guys like Kuzmenko and Barabanov really drop off this year because of the third line minutes. But other guys like Belchetz and Misa and Vasilyev are, of course, they're super young players at all under 22, 23 years old. But they have really started to make an impact on the team. And then, of course, Artyom Levshunov somehow hit low franchise potential. Don't even know how, but he did. And our goaltending has been... Lankinen's been the only goalie playing, really. He's won 10 out of our 11 wins, so there you have it. Carrot's best, been watching videos for a while, just never tuned into stream. Awesome, yeah, I mean, we haven't been streaming for that long. We've only done, this is our 6th Drafted Glory stream, obviously, but we did some other, roster editing live streams and stuff, too, before this series actually got going. But as we continue on here, we're starting to roll. We're not going to be the draft class just yet because that would be too easy. We want to leave a little bit more suspense there. So, yeah. Sean Walker apparently was injured yet again. And yeah, Teravainen's down with an injury too. And yeah, there's Barclay Goudreau again in the defensive lineup. Just it doesn't make sense, but okay. Oh, okay, I totally just selected the wrong player there. I guess we could put Coughlin there. Yeah, that doesn't really make a difference. All right, and yeah, hopefully Teravainen can stop getting injured because he has faced a lot of injuries. You're offering me Thomas Harley for the next 4... God, that is such a nice trade. That is such a nice trade, my goodness. And we can't take it. I absolutely would have loved to have gotten Thomas Harley, but... that's part of the rules with Drafted Glories. We're not allowed to make trades, so... Interesting. Very interesting trade offer there. Dallas, what are you doing? The Stars just have too many contracts they gotta play through. Okay. Well, the Pittsburgh Penguins are now worse than us. Didn't think that was gonna happen, but okay, it has. And alright, we'll simulate through February here, because Pittsburgh's worse than us. What is going on? This team's plus-minus is so bad. But the Penguins are nah, we can be worse. We will one-up you, or one-down you, or something. Yeah, that's hilarious. Alright, how about Belchetz this year? 24 goals, and he's 87 rated now. He's having a year. That's beautiful. That is exactly what we wanted to see. Alright, Goudreau, get out of here. My goodness. Also, how is everybody except for Levshunov decreasing in rating? How is that happening? That's hilarious. Gonna be interesting to see if Levshunov can hit close to that 53-point mark this year or not. I think that might impact his growth a little bit. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. As far as the minors go, is Järvinen? Yeah, Järvinen's out with an injury, so that kind of stinks. But he's also one of the few players we're actually watching grow. You are going to be correct, Peaceful. He's absolutely going to drop to a low elite at 26, and then he'll just be an exact elite from there on, and he might get really good. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Aha, I did the AHL glitch thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fix that up nice and quick. And all right, we have stagnated at 30 points. Oh, we got a 31st point, so that's probably put us ahead again. Yeah, that annoys me so much, too, because it's like, why can't he just jump to a medium franchise from there? Like, he won't. We all know he won't. But he'll sit at low franchise for, like, 7 seasons and then finally drop off to low elite by the time he's, like, 93 rated. And it's like, why? Why was that the progress? Like... Is it possible to avoid the AHL glitch? Yeah, the way you can avoid it. That's not good. That is really not good. He just dropped in rating. Yeah, the way to avoid the AHL glitch is like if you're in the AHL here messing around with your lines, you just simply switch back to the NHL before you actually continue on or back out. And when you do that, then it doesn't really glitch out. Like, it kind of glitches out, but it's not noticeable. Yeah. I do not like the fact that Vasiliev has dropped to an 88 overall. I was really hoping he would be like 92, 93 by now. And we beat the Penguins, so that's not good either. Man, this has just been such a random season. Penguins got 43 points, though, so we are at least still bottom of the league. Vasiliev is not having a bad year. I'm actually interested in what his point per game pace is here. We go 49 out of 63. He's 0.77 repeating times 82 games. He's on pace for 63 points this year, so that's not as good as we would like. But let's go take a look at the draft class. Is he dropping because of the coach? More than likely. I would say more than likely that is the case. There is a high top 6 player in there in Raffle, so that's going to change the complexion of this draft a little bit. I'm interested to see how either of these guys pan out. And do we have any other elites in here up to this point? Ooh, we got a goalie there. He is 19, but Philip Benson way back in the draft could be good. And all right, that's pretty well it for now. Morita looks okay as a gem, so maybe he's a player we draft. He's not a sniper, but you never know. And then a whole bunch of top 9 guys. Honestly, Emmanuel Powell wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that is probably going to be the sad elite. Do you know what causes players to drop? Usually it's team performance in combination with coaching. All right, so I think this is the point where we now need to actually switch the coaching staff because players are starting to kind of get all funky and all over the place. So we're going to demote this guy just for now to goalie coach, and then we're going to go head coach for him, and then associate coach for him. And hopefully that, not that, it's not going to solve all our problems, but it will change the team complexion around a little bit. As far as, yeah, now we have +1s in multiple lines. We have, yeah, look at that, immediately back up to 89 for Vasiliev. I believe, yeah, his coach satisfaction, yeah, that was the difference. So his coach satisfaction was super low. Team performance is quite low there too, so morale is a big thing that affects players. As you can see here, look at like ice time. And individual performances have really been what's been bumping him down. So yeah, because he's not scoring, that's been the main thing for him. Of course, Belchetz being injured too is not great. But yeah, morales are all like kind of neutral right now. Like the team's not happy as to where they are. They're not upset necessarily either, but they're not happy. Some guys are happy, but yeah, that's what we're looking at so far. I do wonder if any lineup change. Okay, apparently the game's just not going to let me do anything with lineup changes. All right, how's DuPont looking? Because that's the next question I have. He's got to be pushing 80 by now. He needs to be. Okay, he's 79. That's better. That's better for sure. But he's under a point per game now. God. Goudreau's an elite offensive defenseman for real. Yeah, that's apparently that's what our game thinks, is that if we just keep throwing him in there, that it's going to be fine. And I don't know about that, but all right, at least DuPont's growing. That is a good sign. Ooh, Timonen is 76 rated. Okay, he just popped off out of nowhere. To be fair, he went from 0 points in 13 games to 25 and 46. So a huge difference there. Look at that. Natural growth, 19, 13. Like, this dude is going to be a top-end center for our team. I'm pretty sure he's a two-way forward, but man, oh man, what a jump up in potential and rating that was. I guess it was just rating, really. But yeah, Timonen, two-way forward center. That's going to be nice. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, wow. That was a nice little surprise there. I wasn't expecting Timonen to be the player out of everybody who just kind of... Yeah, exactly. He should be another NHL player by next year. So, beautiful. Beautiful. That is what we wanted to see. Timonen is going to be a stud as well. Yeah, so again, we're like drafting these players, sitting back on them, waiting. Jorg Kirka's up to a 69 overall, so there's a good chance he can be an NHL defenseman at some point too. Sanchez is only 64 rated, so that's not spectacular. It's not bad, but it's not spectacular. Kuiper's only 54 rated, even though he has a ton of growth. Yeah, okay. Interesting stats in the system there. Most of our NHL growth is actually NHL decreases, but yeah, that's the system so far. Things are looking okay. Yeah, Timonen's gonna be a stud. Yeah, so my spreadsheet is shared, Steven. You're gonna just have to go to my community tab on my channel and kind of scroll down a little bit. But I did post it in there at some point, so yeah, absolutely go check that out. The spreadsheet's fabulous. It works very nicely. So, all right, we are up to the trade deadline. We are currently dead last in the league yet again, and we are going to just simulate right on through this month of March and hope for the best. So, we'll see if the coaching change makes any difference to our team's performance. I'm sure it will. But we see some big trades here as Tolvanen heads to Tolvanen heads to the Islanders in exchange for Pelech and some picks. Yeah, you're probably right on that. Peaceful as far as we're going to see some robbery. Lane Hudson, that's probably Lars Hudson. Yeah, probably Lars Hudson. Getting traded there for Nicholas Waugh. Interesting there. And all right, we lose Carlisle to an injury. That's fine. We're just going to go best lines in the AHL. And yep, we immediately win a game there against Nashville. 6-2 out of all scores. Interesting. We got Zamula back. Okay, that works. You never want to see Laner in a Canes jersey. Yeah, that's... Yeah. All right, so we immediately get on a winning streak there. We win 2 games, and we lose 3, 4. Yeah, okay. We're just going to continue there. All right, let's take a peek at the draft class again. That's Nightmares tonight, yep. Ooh, okay, so Witt is elite. So is Ovechkin. So we got some interesting players a little bit further down in this draft this year. So I get the feeling one of these D-men are going to be a high top 4 as well. If we're seeing an elite player all the way down at 8, like that's kind of crazy, honestly. So Ovechkin's an option. Trevor Witt is an option. We don't really need another power forward. We don't really need more centers though either. So really it's going to come down to either a winger in Roach or... Ovi's son is an elite 2A center. Yeah, right? Even though Oleg Ovechkin's definitely... Well, he could actually be related to Alex Ovechkin now that you think about it. He is at the right age. But let's see what else we got in here. Yeah, interesting kind of top end of the draft there. Ooh, we got another low elite there in Harding. Perfect. Anybody else? Ooh, there's a decent player. Jay Swanson and Sylvain Belchetz. Belchetz? I don't know how you say it. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all we're looking at so far in the draft. Actually, some decent depth on the top 9 here in the draft, so that's probably something we pursue as well. We'll keep an eye on all of that. There are so many playmakers. It's actually annoying at this point. Like, I am genuinely annoyed how many playmakers there are. All right, so we're kind of doing this like win 1, lose 3 with the coaching now, so that's making a bit of a difference. Apparently, Gaudreau's just getting top line minutes as a center now, or as a winger. Delmore has won 3 out of 23 games, has a .558 goals against average. Holy moly. That is crazy. That is genuinely just a crazy stat line. Ooh, there we go. Levshunov's at 52 points now, so he is growing. He is definitely growing. We like to see that. Gaudreau's now out with a concussion, so that means Johnson will go on the top line, and we just start winning games immediately. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Florida, we beat Florida. Apparently Johnson was injured. Oh, there we go. He just immediately gets injured again. And all right, we have 47 points, which is still the worst, but we still have another 6 games or 5 games to go. So we'll finish off these last 5 games. And we win 1. All right, so let's go best lines in Halifax. We lose there. We're not really going to worry about Johnson too much. And all right, win, lose, win, lose. All right, so we end off the season with 51 points. The Penguins actually end up higher in the standings than the Islanders. And yeah, the next closest team to us was the New York Islanders. So we do finish with, yet again, the worst odds in the draft. Oleg Vasilyev hit 69 points for the 3rd time in his career now. Buddy just cannot surpass that point total. That's hilarious. And we get 59-point performances from Michael Misa as a rookie, so that's very solid. And then, of course, Artyom Levshunov tops out his career best by 6 points this season. More assists, less goals. Whatever works for you. But yeah, solid performances here from multiple players. Like Tuzolino blew his career best out of the water. I believe Healy did too. No, he didn't actually. Healy just couldn't quite get over that 50-something points there. But he had 176 penalty minutes. I get the feeling he took a lot of fights this year because there was just not really a whole lot else to do. Belchetz still injured, but yeah, he... Peaceful saying, such a heartbreak. I thought for sure we were going to be in the playoffs, had high hopes to make the Stanley Cup Finals. Late, you got it. Got sick? Oh no. That's not good, Real Divinity. I'm glad you could make it though. Like, I totally understand sleeping in. That's what I would do if I was sick, honestly. But yeah, we finished with a real bad record this year. We won 22 games all year. Threw Delmore to the Wolves, absolutely to the Wolves. You're just like, here, take him, sacrifice, go. Yeah, all right. Then just watch him get absolutely torn to shreds. But how about 50 points in his rookie campaign for Kari Teravainen? And considering he got injured, he missed 5 games to injury. That's pretty solid. Vasilyev's just never gonna pass that 69-point mark. Like, he did it in his rookie year, and now he's done it in back-to-back seasons here. Oh no, Peaceful, you gotta go home. Mark Panarin saying next year. The Wolf Slayer, yeah. The Wolf Slayer is a beast, honestly. Like, I am very impressed with how Teravainen did in his first year in the NHL. But yeah, we had solid performances in spite of how poorly the team performed overall. I'm quite happy with that. So, here's the standings this year. You guys can just kind of feel free to pause. I guess you can't really pause, but yeah, these are the stats. We finished dead last. Again, it's not really surprising. This team just is missing structure that we need to win, which is fair, and it's mainly just depth more than anything else. But yeah, those are your standings for the year. The Sharks had 113 points. My goodness. But yeah, we do finish 33rd yet again with that 22-53-7 record. And yeah, let's just go through, actually kind of sort this out quickly by the forwards and defense here. So yeah, there's all your forwards. Actually fairly even scoring across the board. Not really bad there at all. I'm not complaining about that at all. As far as our defense goes, Levshunov was far and away the only defender playing hockey this year. And yeah, Kevin Lankinen and Ralph Delmore just got absolutely shredded by the competition this year. So, All right, best player in the league this year is Nathan MacKinnon with 117 points. Toffoli's gotten a gold X Factor as a 35-year-old on the Sharks. That's crazy. And Hischier kind of dropped off quite a bit. Makar also breaks 100 points as a D-man. That's crazy. I haven't seen that in a while. But yeah, wow. Just fabulous years from multiple players. Viggo Bjork was just far and away the best rookie this year on New Jersey. He had a heck of a season. Misa finishes 5th place, essentially, in rookie scoring. And Teravainen was just a few picks behind him, or a few spots behind him. Spencer Knight was the best goalie this year in the regular season, although Kochetkov had a .919 save percentage, so that's very good from him too. And then, yeah, Makar was far and away the best defenseman. 22 goals as a D-man. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. So yeah, that was the regular season this year. Let's just advance a couple days to the... Actually, is the AHL done too? Yeah, it is. The AHL is done. So 73 points for Alex Iafallo. We actually had the Huskies with a 120-point record this year. That is absurd. So yeah, Halifax was 56, 18, and 8 on their record. That's something else. That is for sure something else. I have not seen that in a while. Holy moly, what a year. I think we won the league with Halifax. Oh no, Providence beat us by like a single point. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. What a year from the Halifax Huskies, though. 2nd place in the league. I mean, to be fair, we made the Calder Cup finals with this team last year. Alex Iafallo, 73 points is very solid. And then, where is Järvinen? Yeah, he only played 52 games, so 39 points for him. He's still injured. Wow, okay. So that's something else. But yeah, there's the stats for Fancy. There's the stats for the defense. As far as all the forwards go, we had pretty solid dispersion of the scoring yet again this year. And who's going to be the next player that will jump into the AHL playoffs? I think it's got to be, if he's old enough, it's got to be Timonen. But we'll have to wait and see here because, well, yeah, let's just view the contracts here essentially to decide that. But yeah, we're not really getting a lot of player growth over that like 85 plus kind of range and plateau here, but looking at the top guys, the best unsigned player is indeed Raimo Timonen, and I think he cannot skate. Oh my god, he cannot skate, but his puck skills are through the roof. Maybe we go with him. Yeah, the only other player we could try to get into the team would be... Yeah, we can't even get DuPont in because he'd be playing more than likely in WHL playoffs. He only had 49 points in 51 games. Did he get injured or something, or is that season still just going on for a while? Real divinity. He needs a chair to push on the ice. You are probably not wrong there. Oh my god. That's hilarious. God, okay. So maybe we sign Timonen. We'll see if the AHL team doesn't choke in the first round. I think that's essentially what we're going to just sit back and watch here. So yeah, now that we have the season wrapped up essentially, let's go through and just finish off everything else. So we got the Laval Rocket in round 1. Honestly, we're just going to advance day by day here. I'm not really super concerned about this team's performance or anything like that. So we did get Belchetz back, so yeah, we will throw him back in on that first line wing because that's where he belongs. If he didn't get injured, I get the feeling he would have had a much better year overall. But yeah, he did face an injury this year. So, all right, 1-1 series there. Salcedo is somehow leading our team in points. Now Snively is, and after we win that one 5-2, do we finish the series off? No, we don't. Oh boy, facing elimination all of a sudden as a 56-win team. And all right, start off up 2-1, make it a 2-1 game still, and we win at 3-1. Beautiful. All right, time to sign Timonen. So yeah, we will do that. But yeah, Rainbow's coming in. Rainbow's coming in for the playoffs, no doubt about that. This is the real playoffs now because we made it past round 1. You're actually competing for something now. So, All right, Timonen is immediately part of the team. There's an Anthony Bedard. Make Anthony Bedard. Yeah, we can't add players obviously, but yeah, that's a crazy one to find in there. All right, so we will. Zahorna's played well, so I can't fault him for playing where he's at. We are gonna swap Snively over to the wing, go Pentakainen there, and then swap Johnston out for Timonen. And Timonen does not fit the first line. He fits everywhere but the first line. So we'll play him on the second line, and hopefully that will help a little bit. Obviously, for a 100th overall pick, he's turned out quite nicely, apart from the fact that, of course, he cannot skate. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. No way. That's actually crazy. Maybe it's like Bedard's uncle or something if he wore 98 too. Like, that's insane. Some of the things you find when you're actually like looking through old stats and data and stuff like that. So, all right, on to round 2. We get the Rochester Americans, which were obviously a much better team than the previous Laval Rocket that we just saw. So, game 1, no relation at all. Interesting. All right, we win 3-2. Kiefer Sherwood seems to be going on a heater here. Game 2, we win 4-2. Yeah, he's got 12 points in 7 games. Game 3, we finish off the series in a clean sweep. Beautiful. All right, Kiefer Sherwood, go off, buddy. Let's go. He's from Manitoba. What? That's crazy. All right, and we're waiting on that final series. All right, we continue on. We're into May now, so almost up to that scouting date. So we will go take another peek at the draft class here in just a moment, but we're down to the final 4 yet again. Looks like Providence got eliminated, so I'm not sure where they got eliminated exactly, but they were the second round of the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. So, all right, Lehigh Valley looks pretty solid then. But yeah, our Halifax team is rolling down here in the playoffs. We gotta be impressed with that. All right, into the third round, the conference finals. Let's see if having Timonen in the lineup makes a difference. Ooh, we get Järvinen back too. That is going to be a huge addition back to this team. We're gonna slap Brazeau down on the bottom line. Go Järvinen in here probably. Maybe even, yeah, we'll put him up on the second line with Timonen and Iafallo, and that will probably help. And all right, game 1, 7-3 win. Holy moly. All right, game 2, 8-5 win. Game 3 on away ice, 3-2 win. And do we take the series sweep? No, we don't. We lose that one, 4-1. So close. All right, we got a view draft class notification, so we will actually go and look at it now. And Holloway drops to the second best player in the draft there, as Roach has climbed to number 1. Look at his stats, though, to be fair. 104 points in 66 games is very solid. But yeah, there's 2 high top 4 D-men here. That's crazy. I haven't seen that many high rating players in that kind of range. What is going on? That's insane. Is there any other types of players that we might be interested in a little bit further back that have more fitting potential for our team? Like, seriously, what is this draft? This is such a strange one. I got nothing. I got absolutely... There's a lefty. We could take Cole Rogers instead, but... what is going on with this draft class, man? This is something else. McInnes isn't a particularly spectacular goalie, so we won't be drafting him more than likely, but you never know, we might be drafting him. A bunch of low 6 forwards, so that's a little disappointing as well. But Swanson looks pretty solid. Like, we will probably be drafting him. Another starter goalie. Goodness gracious, we got so many of those, but he is a gem, so maybe Burmistrov will be a draft pick that we actually pursue. There's the Elite and Benson there. We got a cat trying to get in the room again, and it's Nigel this time. Hello, Nigel. And all right, Jaffrey was nothing. Valacrete looks okay. Hi, Nigel. How's it going? Just rubbing up against my leg. He needs some attention by the sounds of it, so, or the looks of it. So, all right. As we go a little further in, anything else? No elites. Nothing at all. Oh man. Well, this will be This will be an interesting draft for sure. Nigel is legend backwards. He is a legend on the stream, that's for sure. And oh, he's found his comfy chair that has the blanket on it. That's game over for Nigel. He's gonna just hang out there for the rest of the day. Yeah, he's already settled down. He's just like, yeah, my chair. Okay, so we are gonna have some players to scout, but we're down in the 300s range here now, and this is such a strange draft class this year. Like, Holloway looks really good, and he would fit with our current system as far as what we kind of want to play. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we have to win a top 2 pick to actually draft him, more than likely. But Strome being a low elite goalie is kind of an interesting one, too. But obviously, our scouting isn't fully done. We still have a few players that we're waiting on. But Morita might not be a horrible pick either if he's a gem. Like, he could fit in as like a third-line winger kind of type, but yeah, it's kind of a meh draft class this year. Like, I was really hoping for better when it's like, it's going to be a strong draft class this year. It doesn't really look like it, to be honest. And while, yeah, we have other players like Sweat and Järvinen and guys like that could play in those positions, I don't know. I don't know about this draft. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. So anyways, we'll advance a few more days, and do we finish the series there? Yes, we do. 4-3 OT win, 18 points in 13 games for Kiefer Sherwood. He is just leading this team to, well, back-to-back Calder Cup finals. It's absolutely awesome. So, all right, and we will get the the Calgary Wranglers. Used to be the Stockton Heat. But, yeah, you gotta like how this team's played up to this point. And I think as far as assigned scouts go, we've got a little bit more. It's got to be like 1 or 2 guys. Yeah, there's a few more guys to just wait up for on the potential comparison. And all right, let's advance one more game here. So we'll get into game 1 of the Calder Cup playoffs, or the Calder Cup finals here. And all right, game 1, we lose 2-1 in overtime. All right, that's a tough loss, but it happens. And now it's time to get back to the scouting. And now we get back to the Calder playoffs, or the Calder Cup playoffs, where we're down 1-0 with Halifax. All right, game 2. Oh no, we're down 2-0. Do we bounce back? We win an away game. All right, in overtime, 5-4. All right, it's a 2-1 series now. Do we tie it up? We do not. Ooh, that's elimination. You're a Rangers fan from Long Island. That's an interesting combo. I bet there's a lot of Islanders fans that don't particularly like you then. Oh no, Halifax is going to choke in the finals again. Is that really going to happen? Come on, man. There we go. Samu Pentakainen. Absolutely clutch there to tie the game up. Can we get the lead now, though? That is the question. Come on, boys. Power play. Yes, Kiefer Sherwood. We're still alive at this moment, at least. But if Calgary scores, then who knows? Let's go. Sherwood keeps it alive. Iafallo adds the insurance. And then, yeah, Forsell scored, but 5-3 game. We take game 5 there. We don't go out in 5. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. All right, let's see if we can stay in this series yet again. I would love to get a championship from our AHL team. That'd be great. Start off down 1-0. Not great. Come on, boys. All right, second period, 2-2. We get short-handed goal from Pentakainen, and that is massive. All right. Ryan McDonough just got traded. I did not see that yet. Hold on. All right, hold on. We're watching the sim here. Ooh, power play. I'll check out that Ryan McDonough thing in a moment, but our team is backs against the wall. Game 6 here. No, Antilla just absolutely did us in with 41 seconds left. Oh, what? Ryan McDonough got traded? Where did Ryan McDonough get traded? Not a trade I would expect by any means, but McDonough was a rock for... maybe Nashville's just, decided to go rebuild mode here? Dang, that's... What? I mean, yeah, this sucked, too, that we lost in Game 6 of the Calder Cup Finals for, the second year in a row. Antila just absolutely clutched up in that final game, though. I bet you he's like a third-line center or something, too. Let's go. Let's go view the lines here in Calgary for a second. What just happened there? That was crazy. He might have requested a trade. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Calgary Wranglers. Oh, man, Antila's a fourth-line forward, but he is a sniper, so kind of makes sense. They had a sick team, though. Chernyshov, Mooney, Geeky. Like, that's a sweet team down there. They got Justin Poirier. Along with Jeremy Poirier, that's actually awesome. You love to see that. But yeah, wow, what a team Calgary's got here. They've got a very nice youth system coming up. But yeah, that was it for the AHL playoffs. Yeah, you're probably right, Steve. Like that's a bit of a crazy scenario in trade. All right, we got Edmonton-Montreal in the Cup Finals, so a guaranteed Canadian team is winning the Stanley Cup this year, as we have had all-American teams up to this point, 2 Rangers Cups, a Washington, and a Philly Cup, but this year it is guaranteed to be a Canadian team. So Edmonton-Montreal will continue on here. This should be a fun series. Ooh, Montreal gets the lead. Make it 3-1 Montreal, and did they win it? Nope, Edmonton stayed in it there. All right, did they stay in it again? We go to Game 7. All right, and what's the final score? It is Edmonton Oilers get it done. They come back after being down 3-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals and win against the Montreal Canadiens. That is crazy. All right, let's go take a peek at the progress reports before we wrap up this episode. But, Michael Misa up to an 86. Same with Ethan Belchetz. That's beautiful. Obviously, Levshunov and Healy grew just a touch. I thought Tuzolino was going to do better considering he had a career year this year. But, you win some, you lose some. Landon DuPont's up to 80 overall, so he is going to be a force next year. He also has 58 points in 63 games, so nothing crazy, but good enough. Good enough, and that's what we'll take right now. As far as our goaltenders go, Lankinen and Delmore didn't grow really at all. Sanchez is up to a 68 now, though, so that is some very solid growth from him, better than I expected. To be fair, he did win 24 out of 46 games, so solid record there in Liga, considering he's playing in Liga. And then Kirka grew to a 69 overall. Everybody else kind of meh, so defense is still needed for sure. Kuiper and Engel didn't really grow that much. Sweat didn't grow really at all, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, we do get some decent growth there from Timonen, of course. Timonen was by far the best growing player on our team. And then Pentikainen and Arvidsson are actually looking okay with it too, so that's our system this year. You gotta like what you're seeing there with the growth of all those different players, and yeah, we will see in just a moment as to where we're gonna land in this year's draft. But that's gonna be for the next episode of all the viewers on the edited side of YouTube. We'll continue simulating up just a little bit further there, and that is where we're gonna wrap up the edited episode, which would be episode number 11. So yeah, that is where we'll wrap up the edited episode. Thank you guys all for watching on the edited side of YouTube. I appreciate all of you for being in here and watching that and just, supporting the channel. And that is it for this one. This is Daniel signing out, and until next time.